All right, Stage 5 Bass Pro Tour Smith Lake recap. It was an awesome week this week. Tried to make the top 10 on the knockout round. I almost got there. I was in and out all day. Ended up being a little bit short. I think we ended up 12th place. But it's a great points event. I really would have liked to make that top 10. But all in all, a great week. Anytime you can come to a place and these fish are post-spawn. I was catching mostly spotted bass. There is largemouth in here, but catching mostly spotted bass. Anytime you can come to a place and basically throw topwater all week, that's just a lot of fun. And I did that, caught a lot of fish, missed a lot of fish, lost a lot of fish, and had a lot of encounters with fish and just had a lot of fun doing it. And in practice, I got on throwing the Whopper Plopper, which, there's a lot of different sizes of it. There are a few different sizes they make in it. The one I was throwing was the 110. And I got to catch them on the bone color in practice. And it was sunny out, no wind. They were just crushing this bone. And I made it through the shotgun and elimination round with the bone. And right about the end of the third period on the elimination round, I just started having fish miss this bone color. And I barely made it into the knockout round, to be honest with you. I fell way down the list, ended up 19th in my group. We had to be in the top 20. And it was kind of puzzling because I was still getting the bites. It wasn't ever a fact if, I wasn't around the fish or I wasn't getting bit. It was just they were missing it. So going out today, they zero the weights in the knockout round. And I thought, man, I've got nothing to lose. I'm going to change colors. I'm going to go and see if that's what it is, if it's as simple as changing a color. And man, it absolutely was. I changed to a little more of a translucent one, the same size, a little more translucent Whopper Plopper. Man, they crushed it. They would just get it. I lost a few, but it was definitely a better hookup percentage than it was with the bone. That shows you, it doesn't matter if you're throwing a crankbait or a topwater bait or whatever it may be. If those fish are getting it by the back hook or they're missing it a lot, it may just be the color, so definitely experiment with that. Setup this week was pretty simple. MHX, FS904. This is kind of my all-purpose. I'll use it for a frog sometimes. It works really well for this size Whopper Plopper. It's a 7.6 heavy. This actually got 4X hooks on it, so you need a heavy action rod. 7-to-1 gear ratio reel because I'm burning down the bank on a trolling motor. I was actually fishing more of the flat side banks instead of the channel swings. These fish are post-spawn, spotted bass are post-spawn, and they were roaming on the points. If there was a channel swing on the right side and on the left side of the lake, Smith is real narrow and deep. On that left bank, if it was more of a 45, that's where they seem to be roaming. They're up there chasing different kinds of bait, just roaming around. And I was burning down the bank with this Whopper Plopper. 50-pound Seaguar Smackdown Stealth Gray was the setup for that. You want that braid because if you try to use mono or anything like that, there's too much stretch because when they get it, most of the time your boat's moving at them pretty quick and you'll miss those fish. You want braid. FS904 MHX, 7-to-1 gear ratio reel, Stealth Gray, Smackdown braid, 50-pound. You could go 65 if you wanted to. And just winding, covering a lot of water, fishing new water each day was key for me. We almost made the top 10, but this is a great way, and not to mention it's one of the funnest ways that I've ever caught bass, and to be able to do it for 3 days of competition is pretty cool. So if the fish are in a post-spawn phase where you're at, it's definitely an option to try. Spotted bass and smallmouth love it, but the largemouth will eat it too. I didn't catch any largemouth on it, but they will eat it. But spotted bass, smallmouth, if you've got those in your lake and they're starting to move out, get a Whopper Plopper out and try it on the FS904 MHX.